Me grandmammy always used to say, when Irish eyes are smiling, it usually means they're up to something. My apologies to anyone out there who's Irish. I'm 25% Irish. I don't really talk that way. Yeah. Anyways, it's me, the amazing Flec, and I want to wish everyone out there a happy St. Patrick's Day. I have to say, it's really gorgeous out today. We have wonderful weather, nice and overcast, great for filming outside. And today I'm celebrating St. Patrick's Day by working for my friend. But I'm also celebrating it by not drinking, and I'm also celebrating it by learning more about St. Patrick's Day and what it's all about historically. And I'd like to share with you some facts today about St. Patrick's Day that I just learned earlier today, and I want to share those facts in a way that's both fun and entertaining. So I'm going to do that while balancing on this slackline. So what do you say about a magical scene transition? Not quite good enough. That's better. So it seems for many of us, St. Patrick's Day is a celebration of live music, dancing, drinking. People love to drink their booze, green beer, and of course some sort of meat product with cabbage. But I was wondering, what's the history of this holiday? How did it come about? Who's St. Patrick? And why is he so important? Well, due to my limited capacity to multitask and memorize things, I decided to write some information down in this handy-dandy little notebook here and read it aloud to you. I hope you don't mind. St. Patrick lived in the 5th century and is the patron saint of Ireland. Born in Roman Britain, he was kidnapped and brought to Ireland as a slave at 16 years of age. He later escaped and returned to Ireland and was credited with bringing Christianity to its people. He died on March 17th in the year of... I couldn't find that information. I'm sure it's out there somewhere. According to legend, St. Patrick explained the Holy Trinity of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit using the 3 leaves of the native Irish clover. So we celebrate St. Patrick's Day on the day of his death, March 17th, and the Irish celebrated it for over 1,000 years, since either the 9th or the 10th century. It falls on the Christian season of Lent. Irish families would traditionally attend church in the morning and celebrate in the afternoon. Lent prohibits people from eating meat and consuming alcohol and a number of other things as well. Often people give things up for Lent. But in the spirit of St. Patrick's Day, for some reason or another, they decided to waive all that stuff and allow people to sing, dance, drink, and be merry and celebrate St. Patrick's Day and give up a day of giving up things. Makes sense to me. So they lift the restrictions and they would eat their meat and drink their alcohol, and they would also feast on a traditional plate of bacon and cabbage. So it wasn't always corned beef, it wasn't always pig, it wasn't always that. It was traditionally bacon. Who knew? Since then, parades, drinking, tomfoolery, and an overall embracement of Irish culture has slowly taken over as the main focus of St. Patrick's Day, at least here in the United States. As we all know, traditions change and evolve over time, and the United States of America is a big melting pot, so we have that going for us, and that probably accounts for a lot of the strange and unusual traditions we have to this day here in this country. I think a lot of us don't know the roots of where these celebrations come from, and we just take it for granted that you wear green and you act like an idiot, and you talk like you're Irish and all sorts of weird stuff. Anyways, bonus! A little bit about leprechauns. The original Irish name for leprechauns is Lobarson or Loberson, meaning a small-bodied fellow. The belief of leprechauns comes from a long history of a belief in small beings, tiny men and women, and fairies and the like, that use magic and trickery for the sake of good and evil tasks. Ooh. In Celtic folklore, they were cranky souls who were responsible for the mending of the shoes of fairies, which I personally find a little bit unbelievable. I mean, why would fairies wear shoes? They have wings and they fly around. The whole thing's ludicrous, I tell you. Ludicrous. Anyway, leprechauns have mostly been minor figures in the history of Celtic folklore, only to be popularized more in recent history. And they're well known, of course, for their trickery, which they use to protect their treasures behind rainbows. I don't know, that's what they tell us. We're supposed to believe that. Another fun fact I learned is that leprechauns have their own holiday, May 13th. So, if you can't get enough of St. Patrick's Day and exploiting Irish culture, you too can also do that in May on the 13th. Yay! Seriously though, folks, I love getting in the spirit of holidays and traditions and learning more about them, and it's fun just to get into the spirit of things, but do it in a respectful way. An interesting thing I noticed about celebrating various cultures is that when it comes to the Irish, they don't really take themselves that seriously. So I don't hear too often Irish people getting upset about people celebrating St. Patrick's Day. In fact, I hear quite the opposite. They say, everyone's Irish on St. Patrick's Day. So on that note, happy St. Patrick's Day to you, happy St. Patrick's Day to me, happy St. Patrick's Day to we, and even the wee ones. Thanks for watching, everyone. Remember to keep safe, be well, stay humble, and peace.